Hi everyone, it's Mindy at Scrap Till You Drop, and I wanted to share with you today a mini that I made for a swap. It was a swap on Your Paper Pantry, and my swap partner is Tamer, and we decided between the two of us that we were going to do a vintage theme paper bag album. So this is the album that I made. What I did was I used Laura at Follow the Paper Trail. She showed a technique for making a paper bag album with a canvas cover, and so that's what I've done. So what I did was attach the bags together and then put a piece of chipboard over the front and the back, and then I painted canvas. I basically just used a sponge, and I used sage green and yellow because those are my partner's favorite colors. And so I sponged that on there, let it dry, glued it on, and kind of cut around to fit. And then on the spine here, I used a piece of that ribbon that I got at the Scrapbook Expo. It's got the little flowers on it. And then I used some brown velvet ribbon just to finish it off, and I did that on the back also. And then I got this flower in a swap, the October flower swap on the Scrap Beach. And then these are some flowers that I got at the expo. This is a flower that I made. It's a ribbon flower. I don't know how well you can see that. And then I put some bling, and then I took Tim Holtz birdcage die cut, and I painted it with picket fence crackle paint, and then I rubbed gold rub and buff over it to give it kind of an aged look. The camera's not really picking it up as well as I'd like, but then I glued some pearl beads at the bottom, and then I hung a crystal on the top, and then I used a little bird cutout for that, and then I finished off the corners with some little silver corner protector things. And then on this first page here, I've got a tag in here, and this is a tag I received from an image tag swap, and some Prima lace, and then these are just some die cuts that I had. I can't remember, I think they're K & Company die cuts that I put. There's 3 die cuts here. I just added these flowers to the top and bottom of the frame, and then I stuck the frame on with a glue dot so she can put a picture in there and then glue it down. And then on this page I just did a photo mat, and then on the pocket on the inside I've got a photo mat, and it's just blank on the back. She can do, you know, journaling or another picture or whatever. And then this next page, I've got, oh, by the way, the paper that I used in this is the Rustic Stack by DCWV, and it just seemed to fit the type of vintage that my partner likes. So anyway, here I have just a frame. It's a die cut frame. It's out of a K & Company package of die cuts. I don't remember which one. And then this, I believe, is I think it came out of a 7 Gypsies ephemera pack, and I just I used red sticky tape on the edges so that I could stick a little tag in here, and that's just a tag that I've distressed, and she can journal on it or whatever. And then I've got some more of that brown velvet lace here, and then in this pocket I've got some of these My Mind's Eye journal cards that I had gotten a couple weeks ago, and stuck those in there for journaling. And then on this side, we have another photo mat, and the paper, the background of the paper is the same as this over here. And then in this pocket I have another photo mat, and then on the next page, it's really simple. It's just a photo mat, And I didn't want this to be too thick because it's pretty chunky as it is, so I didn't do a lot of three-dimensional embellishing. Right here I have one of those little bag and tag things, and I stamped on here that Michael stamped, you have the Write Your Own Story. And I distressed the envelope, or the bag, and then I did on this I did an emboss resist. I embossed the lines on there with the clear embossing powder, and then I inked over it with vintage photo and tea dye. I used a lot of vintage photo and tea dye in this, and then I roughed up the edges with the Tim Holtz Distresser. And then there's some lace with pearls on it to finish off that pocket. And then I attached some ribbon to some Seven Gypsies journal tags and stuck those in there. And then on each side I have a photo mat. Over here I have another one. And then this is my favorite page, I think. I just like the colors. It's pink, and I'm a big fan of pink. Let's see, so here I have a couple of tags, and these came out of those Studio 112 little tag booklets, and I just added some pink ribbon to them. I'm not sure how well you can see that. The light, I need a different setup for doing videos, I really do. The lighting is just not very good in here. It's good for working, not good for filming. And then there's a photo mat in there. And then I used a Martha Stewart punch to punch out this lace and put that along the pocket. This is a die cut from another K & Company package, same with the frame. And I've just put that on with glue dots so she can put her pictures in there and just glue it down. And then this could be a little journaling spot. And then on this side I have another photo mat. And those are all blank on the back, so she could either add another photo or journal or whatever. And then on this page I have some more Prima lace. This is just a Sizzix frame that I cut out of chipboard. And then I have this technique that I do that I really like. I don't know how well you can see. My camera just doesn't pick up detail. But it's what I do is I take, I emboss it with Distress embossing powder. And I think I used vintage photo on this one. And then I paint over it with the crackle paint. And it just crackles a lot better, and it just gives it this rough kind of crackly texture. And I think I used antique linen crackle paint on that, and then I glued a couple of flowers down here at the bottom. And then in the middle here I've got another one of those My Mind's Eye journaling cards and some more lace. And I've got a couple tags in here. This is one that I stamped with a script stamp, and then I embossed some images. One's a butterfly and one's a dragonfly at the top in gold embossing powder. It's hard to see. And I added a little heart with a keyhole in it and a key charm and some fibers. And then this is just a little postcard tag. And I just added some jute twine at the top. And then I have, of course, photo mats. And, well, a photo mat, because this is the back. And so that's just chipboard, there's no pocket there. And then the back is just simple, it's just got the corners and the spine like the front. And that is it. That is my vintage paper bag album. And I really hope my partner likes it. I had a hard time getting started on this one. I had to ask her more questions, and so I really hope she likes it. So that's all I have for now. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you next time.